today we will start with the Cucumber scripting part, and before starting with the Cucumber actual scripting, we need to know some basic concepts how to deal with Cucumber or Eclipse or something like that. Okay, so how can we deal with such type of things, and what are all the things that we can have in this Cucumber framework, Cucumber scripting? So let us go with each and every part. Once we configured, we will have one concept how to create package, how to deal with Cucumber scripting and all those things. At that point of time, we will let you know about that. Cucumber scripting basics, this is actually. So I'm going to start with some basic concept onwards. Actually, we discussed about a few things like keywords and all those things in the earlier session, but in today's session I'm going to have one sample script related to login page. How can we deal with that sample script in that login page, and what are all the keywords we are using in that login page, like that we are going to deal with in today's session. Okay, so I'm going to say sample Cucumber test script. Sample Cucumber test script. Suppose this test script is related to the login functionality of a page, where I'm going to enter my username and password and I want to navigate into the inbox or something like that. Just the functionality is related to login functionality. So when we are going to cover all the features of this login functionality, how can we make a Cucumber test script in order to fulfill all the requirements in that particular functionality? As we discussed earlier, we have few keywords which are nothing but feature, background, scenario, given, then, when, like that, right? Let us write this test script in that format only, and we will see how the script is going to be formed in such types. Feature, login functionality. So feature has been covered, and what is scenario? Successful login with valid details. Next thing, now what to do we have mentioned in the scenario. Next thing is how to do in that particular scenario we need to mention. So that is what our requirement that we need to fulfill, right? Next thing, given user is on the home page. It may be user or username you can mention. When user navigate to login page and user enters username and password, then message displayed login successfully. Next scenario is logout successful. When user logout from the application then message displayed logout successfully. Now I have written this basic script. Does anyone understand what I have missed in this particular script? Does anyone knows any guess? Any guess what I have missed in this particular screen? Okay, test data is one thing. So we will talk about test data later, but something I have missed what we have discussed till now. What is that something I have missed? Exactly. Background has been missed in this scenario, in this functionality, in this test script. Background I missed, so I haven't written background here. So what is the background of this particular functionality? What is the background we can write here? Any guess or any idea? Fine. Background is nothing but what we have discussed. What is meant by background means exactly, yes, background is nothing but it is nothing but a validation where you are going to keep or where you are going to see whether your application is logged in successfully or not. That is what nothing but validation. Even though it is displaying the message on the screen, when sorry, in this step you are going to see or you are going to check whether your validation has been passed or not, right? In that case you want to see whether the background is working properly or not. Here you can mention two things here, two backgrounds you can check, two background verification checks you have. One is login successful, second one is logout successful also you can mention, right? So I want to know where I can keep login successful and where I want to keep logout successful. Do you want me to keep background here or here? Where I need to keep? No, no idea. After feature step. Okay. What about logout? Login is okay. Fine. I'll accept with that. If I want, if I'm going to make sure that if I'm going to keep background here, like successful, then where I need to keep logout? Do I need to keep logout also here itself, or do I need to keep at some other step? Okay, we will see it practically where can we keep these two things. But as per generic terminology or as per general thinking, we can say that this background, I want to keep it here. Why I keep this background here? Did you understand? First thing, why? Because here in this scenario, I'm going to make sure that what I need to do here and whatever the thing that I want to do, how to make sure that how I need to perform those steps I have mentioned here. But when I'm passing data and when I'm clicking on login button and when I'm trying to log into the application successfully, once it is logged in, then only I can validate whether it is logged in successfully or not, right? Means in the background verification, I am trying to pull the information whether the application is being logged in or not. That is what I have mentioned the steps after this, then message related to background. Did you understand now what I have, what is my intention here? How can you say that application logged in successfully? Once the application logged in, then only we will be able to capture any validation or any kind of scenario or something like that. We can do some action. Without performing the action what we need to perform, even application can't validate how it should work. Simple example, one example we can say, uh, are you capable to open the application without opening the browser? No, right? First, we need to open the browser, then only we need to enter the URL and click on enter button so that the application URL or home page will be loaded and you can perform further action. Without opening the browser, if we are trying to pull or if we are trying to get the URL what we need to request, it is useless. It will throw an error. There is no source to open this URL. Understand? So that is what we need to analyze. Means it is a simple thing. So any questions, guys? Any questions? Nope. Are we good? Okay. In the above steps, yep. What is the question in the steps? No, till now I haven't explained you related to test data. We will discuss about that. No need to worry. So just I'm showing you how the script will be. I haven't provided URL. I haven't provided test data here. Sorry, test data means username and password. I haven't provided here. So how it will be and how it is going to deal with in our real time, we will check it. We will check it. Okay. But my intention is to understand how to design the script. Fine. So remember that whatever the script that we are designing in Cucumber, the script will be designed in one file, which is nothing but feature file. We are going to say feature file. A file which contains the Cucumber script is nothing but feature file. This feature file consists of lot of keywords, lot of functionalities, lot of scenarios, backgrounds, each and everything will be included in this feature file. So how to create this feature file, how to use this feature file, how to execute this feature file, we will see in this practical part in our scripting part, script designing part. But remember that when we are writing the script means the script should be in the feature file. In the feature file, we are going to write different uh, keywords. By using those keywords, we are going to write the automation script for the particular functionality. Already we discussed about these keywords which are inside this feature file. So nothing but already we wrote that sample script, feature, background, scenario, given, when, then, and, or, like the different keywords are there. Feature is nothing but what is the main functionality that you want to test. Background is nothing but background validation, whether your functionality is being working or not. Scenario means what you need to perform in that functionality. And given, when, then, and are related to how the functionality is going to be performed in a stepwise manner. This is what it is going to explain. If we want to discuss in detail of each and every definition means, so the same thing we can explain again. So defines the functionality. Okay. Background is nothing but validation. Scenario is nothing but what to do. Given is nothing but prerequisites of the test. When, what action, what or how the action needs to be performed. Then describes the status of post conditions or parameters and or all conditions in the script needs to be satisfied. Any one condition in the script needs to be satisfied. Okay, so this is what this is how we can explain about the feature file. Now next thing is, from day one onwards we are saying that the script design in the Cucumber is in a simple English format, which is nothing but the language called Jerkin. Which is nothing but a language called Jerkin. So from where this Jerkin language come into existence? So where we are going to use this Jerkin language? So how can we use this Jerkin language? So are there any specific terminology for this? Let us see about this thing. So how to install Jerkin editor into our Eclipse? We will check it now. Okay. Yep. Basically, this is a simple English verbal language where you are going to design the automation scripts, or where you are going to use this particular language in a programmatic environment. Okay. This Jerkin language has been implemented or developed based on the principles of, this is developed or implemented based on the principles of business readable domain specific language. Indirectly abbreviation we can say BRDSL. Business, this Jerkin language has been developed or implemented based on the principles of business readable domain specific language. In the word or in the sentence itself, we are going to understand it very easily. In the business perspective point of view, whatever the thing that you are going to write, that should be readable, and that should be domain specific, and that should be user friendly, that should be understandable to each and everyone, so that this principle comes under business readable domain specific language, which will be understandable and user friendly to each and everyone. Due to that reason, based on the principle of BRDSL, Jerkin language has been developed or implemented. So, any questions in this definition, in this part? So, does anyone in our attendees are domain experts or or having domain experts role in their organization? Okay, fine. Let it be. No need to concentrate on that much more. So here, why I'm asking that question here is, here we have few terminologies. Domain specific language we are talking about. So domain specific language is nothing but how the application is going to behave, how our application is describing, what are all the features that our application is having. So all these things in detail we are going to get the documents. What we are calling in our regular case is nothing but use case. So what the use case contains, what is the application flow, how the functionality works under our environment, what is this test environment, how we need to create that functionality, how we need to describe, what is the flow diagram of that functionality, everything will be described in that particular use case document. But coming to domain specific language, this always talks about the behavior of the application, where it is going to deal with the implementation part of our Cucumber script. Understand? So domain specific language is nothing but describing your application behavior without getting any details of implementation part. No need to get any details from the implementation part, means coding part. Just we are reviewing the application based on our domain expertise or domain specific thing. We are going to get the information and how the application is behaving. We are going to see all these things. Now, how to install Jerkins? How to install Jerkins means, are we really going to install Jerkins? We are saying that this is a normal simple language. We are calling this as a Jerkin. But what is this meaning? Again, we are going to install Jerkin. So installation Jerkin is nothing but I am going to install one programming interface or Eclipse editor in order to write this Jerkin program or Jerkin script, Cucumber script we can say. So how to install this part? We'll say it as natural Eclipse editor. So once you configured everything, you are going to see the option show IDE extensions. Show IDE extensions. You are going to see this option. Once you click on this option, system pop-ups a window which is nothing but editors available on marketplace. You are going to see this pop-up window. In this pop-up window, you are going to select show IDE extensions for file type, and let me install them. So this is the option that you are going to see. Select this radio button and click on OK. Click on OK. Now in this Eclipse marketplace, you are going to have so many options, right? As I said, click on OK. Once you click on OK, you are going to get natural, some version number you are going to get here. Version number you are going to get. So here, click on install. Click on install. So once you click on install, you are going to see the features of this natural version, whatever the version that is available in your Eclipse editor. You are going to get the features of that particular natural some version. It may be 0.7 or 0.6 or 1.0 or something like that. So in that natural version, select Cucumber only. select Cucumber editor option and then click on confirm. Last thing is click on finish. Sorry, here accept the agreement and click on finish. So this is the format that you need to install Jenkins in your system in order to have new natural Eclipse editor into your system. So apart from the downloads what we have seen earlier, you have to get this add-on also. So show IDE extensions, that you'll have an option. Editors available on our marketplace. Okay. Show IDE extensions for file type and let them install. So you have to select this option and then click on OK. Once you click on OK, it will display the version number of that particular natural Eclipse editor. Click on install. Once you click on install, you'll have the list of only one version will be there. In that version, natural version, you are going to see two options. Whatever the flows related to BDD, all the names will be listed over there. But currently you are working on Cucumber. Due to that reason, select Cucumber editor, click on confirm, accept the agreement and click on finish button, so that you'll be able to have natural Eclipse editor in your system. So any questions, guys? So next thing is scripting part only. We need to start scripting. So can I have all these to be configured by Monday session, so that we will start our scripting part?